Welcome, everyone, GAQ community and YouTube land and Facebook land. This is your friendly PRE, Justin Hamza Tyler, with your head of school, Mr. Mark Lentz. We are here today for the remembrance, the honor, the reflection of Miss Tonda Montgomery. For all the parents, staff, family, students, stakeholders that are here, thank you for showing up. Thank you for being patient with us with our technical difficulties. But we look like we're on board now. If anything happens to one of our streams, we'll carry it on. We'll do our best. All right. So for today, we have a memorial set up for our community. And in this memorial, we have, some remarks from Mr. Lentz. We do have a couple of videos to show you that are in remembrance of Tonda. And then at the end, we want to make sure that we can highlight some of the things that our chat is saying in terms of, Tonda's reflections, your thoughts on Tonda, your most happiest memories of her. So what I want to do at this moment is, you'll see the screen here. I want you in your YouTube chat to put down your thoughts, your reflections, your stories, any farewell messages in the chat. Now, I did say YouTube chat because of the technical difficulties, I had to switch Facebook's time to start at 3:05. Okay, so if anyone is on Facebook that needs to come over to YouTube, just please, community, send them the YouTube link, because this YouTube link is starting right now. Okay, just because of the difficulties we had. So again, what I need the parents, community, staff, students, I need you to do is in the chat, in the comments, put your thoughts, your reflections, your stories, or farewell messages from Miss Tonda at the end of the stream. I'm sure there's a lot. We won't be able to get to everyone's reflection and show it on the screen, but we're going to show some of the reflections there, some of your thoughts on the screen at the end of our live stream. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Lentz. He has some words to say before we get into some of our memorial videos. So Mr. Lentz, go ahead.
Thanks, Justin. And I'd like to say thanks to all of our GAQ students, our parents, and our staff that are participating in this today. And I'd also like to extend a special welcome and thanks to Tonda's family and friends that aren't here in Qatar and are all around the world participating in this live video memorial service. And I also wanted to take a minute and explain why we chose this particular format. Parents, I'm both moved and touched by both the number and insistency with which parents were asking to be here on campus with us to participate in person. And I think it just shows how much Tonda has meant to all of our community. So why did we insist that even the folks that are here in Qatar participate virtually? And the idea is we chose this format for two main reasons. One, that there's lots of people all over the world that want to participate, and this way we can all do it together at the same time. And then the other issue is Tonda worked with hundreds of kids, and I know all of those kids would want to participate, and I know many of their parents would want to come and support, and there simply isn't a space on my campus for several hundred people to gather. And so we hope, I know this format can't possibly do her memory justice, but I think it is a format that allows the most amount of people. So I hope that this is something that she would appreciate. I also hope that we do a good enough job, and I hope that my words are good enough, because I don't know that I can say enough about Tonda. In that vein, I would like to say that I have shed a lot of tears over the last week. I have thus far managed not to do so publicly, and I will endeavor not to do so publicly now, but I can't promise that I will achieve that. So if I don't, please forgive me in advance. Tonda was a loved member of our community. She was a third grade teacher. She was a fifth grade teacher. She was a middle school science teacher. She was a middle school counselor. But those were just the titles. Those were just the jobs that she did. In every one of those roles, she was always way more than that. She was a friend. She was a colleague. She was a mentor. She was a team member. She was a coworker that everyone loved and admired and respected, because Tonda was always kind. She was always genuine. She was always caring. She was always inspiring. She was always compassionate. And I know there aren't enough adjectives, really positive adjectives I could use to do Tonda justice. And so I thought perhaps if you would let me, I would share a story. As you know, unfortunately, Tonda left us last Tuesday. We found out about it Tuesday evening, and by the time I got home, I was sending messages to our community, and we wanted to make sure that our kids heard it from us. I didn't want them to get that in a text message or hear it. So we ask our teachers to please refrain from sharing anything, and we informed our upper school teachers that they were going to have the difficult task of explaining this to the students during those first period classes. So I asked them to gather in Mr. Gregory's office at 7 o'clock, which gave us a really short window of time. I had 10 minutes. Mr. Gregory and I had 10 minutes to talk to the teachers about what to say and what to do and how to handle this when they were telling these students. And there were, of course, a lot of questions. And as I looked around the room, there were not many dry eyes. There was a lot of hugging, but I also saw a lot of fear and a lot of concern, because we've never done anything like this and we didn't know if our kids would be okay. And I think a lot of our teachers didn't know if they had the skills, if you will, for lack of a better term, to convey this appropriately to the kids. And so I thought a lot about that as I was driving to school. And the thing I just kept coming back to was that this is something that Tonda would have shined at. This is where she would have been at her best. Tonda would have seemingly been everywhere for everyone if this situation was reversed. If it was one of us and she was here, she would have been there with a kind word, a gentle pat on your shoulder, a quick remark about how are you? Are you okay? What can I do? She would have made sure that she made you feel that no matter what you were feeling was okay. No matter what feeling you were going through, if you were angry, sad, depressed, whatever you were going through, she would have made sure that she put your needs in front of hers and that she made sure you were okay. And she would have just somehow done that for all of us. And so what I told my staff was that on Wednesday for Tonda, all of us needed to be like Tonda. And that has been a refrain for me this week. It's not been an easy week. And so Tonda, my friend, I have tried to be as much like you as often as possible. And I hope I have taken care of those that you loved the same way you would have. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark, for that. I would say that one of the stories, not even a story, but just giving you a little bit of insight on Tonda, she was like my work mother. You know, she really came in and talked to me and, and asked me a lot of questions about just how I'm feeling. How can I help you? Oh, I can get that for you, or yeah, no problem. If you need to talk to me, I'm here. So she was super supportive. And, I came over here, by myself. And so she always looked out, and the one thing I miss a lot about her is in the morning, she was always saying hello to the students. And you just miss that exuberance that she had. So I think that I tell everyone, I think the best thing we can do is live her legacy. So the things that she would do, let's do that, right? We wore bright colors today because she's such a bright person. She's a person that you can't miss if she's in the room. So that's why today we asked you all to wear the bright colors. She's such a bright personality herself. And so I know that all of us will live her legacy and live on the memory of who she is. She cannot die if we are the ones that are espousing her beliefs. If we are the ones who are espousing the values and the actions that she would have. There's no way that she can die. right? She's with us all the way through it all. And that's the one thing I want all of us as a community to remember, right? She'll always be with us, no matter what, all right? So on that note, just as some housekeeping, we said that we'd be ending at 3:15, but that's not going to happen. So for all the staff that are here at this time, when the live stream is over, we'll convene in the atrium at that time. That'll be the time where you know to come down to the atrium, just for some housekeeping measures, okay? In terms of the stream itself, let's now go to a small picture collage video of Miss Tonda. And then after that picture collage video, we actually have another video of different reflections from staff and also reflections from students. And I want to be clear, not everyone could be on the video. They didn't want to be on the video because they didn't think they can keep it together, okay? So if you don't see everyone up there, it's not for a lack of enthusiasm. People are just not there sometimes to get into the video and do it, okay? So the ones that you see there, that's what we have, but there's so many conversations going on that you don't see within the video itself, all right? So without further ado, let's go ahead. I'm gonna cue up the video and take down this banner here. Continue in the chat to put your reflections of Miss Tonda. Let's have her live through the chat while the video goes on, okay? So here we go.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. See you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began.
You know, we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Let me tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh.
Yep. So thank you for looking at that picture collage video that we came up with Tonda, some of her best memories in the classroom, outside of the classroom, outside of the school, just all about her. And so thank you for, looking at that. And then next video that we do have is actually a video of, other reflections You'll hear, some voices, and you'll hear some stories, reflections, thoughts, memories of Miss Tonda. And so I'm going to play this video now as well. This is about a 8 to 9 minute video, so it's a little bit longer than the picture collage. So let's just take time to soak in the memories of her during this memorial time. All right.
Miss Montgomery, she was like the best teacher and friend and a person as well. She was like a big sun. She lit up everyone's day.
Yeah.
She was so friendly and fun to hang out or just to talk to. Like I remember when she got done with us, and like she always asked us to make posters for the school.
Yeah, those were fun. We went to her classroom during our study hall hours. We would sometimes spend even like band there if we had permission from Miss Michelle, which most of the time we did. We did Women's Day was a fun event that we actually did. We went to the 7th graders, 6th graders, and 8th graders. That was a lot of fun to do. Yeah.
It was always like exciting to hang out with her because she was so fun and a bit silly sometimes. But it was fun hanging out with her. I miss her.
There was every single time we went to her classroom, we always had something to do, whether it was like talk, make posters, plan. And when I think about it, Women's Day was something that me, Joe, Rahma, Eve, and Miss Montgomery all planned together. We did the scavenger hunt. We thought, oh, what about this? What about that? It was fun. Yeah, we all did.
Thank you, Miss Montgomery, for being such an amazing teacher and an amazing inspiration to all of us. You will be greatly missed. We hope you're in a better place now, so may you rest in peace.
Thank you, Miss Montgomery, for always keeping everything positive and giving everyone opportunities. Thank you for not only being a teacher, but also a friend. We're all gonna miss you, and we hope you're in a better place now.
Miss Montgomery was a really great science teacher. Everyone that I've talked to really loved her classes and her labs because she made them fun and interesting. And she really cared about everyone who went to this school, whether or not she taught them or not. She really cared about making sure that everyone was doing well academically, but also mentally, because she really wanted everyone to be happy. And she really was like a light to this school. Like her just being here was so nice to have her around. Like you could hear her from like down the hall. We'd sit and wait for her in class, and we'd wait for her to come, and then we could just hear her down the hall talking to like Miss Ali or Miss Belinda. And a lot of people really miss her. I think we all really do. She really was the light of our school.
Yeah, her classes were so fun, and she always brought a positive vibe with school in general, and she always greets everyone in the hallways and makes school more fun.
I liked going to her class every day. It would be like my favorite class to go to. It's always so fun, and we learn in a fun way. I just loved learning every new thing with her. Even if it was a hard lesson, it would always be so fun because she makes it such fun, such in a fun way. And I just really miss her, and I really wanted to tell her that I love her.
Yeah, of course, she always lit up the hallways. Whenever she was going through something, she never really showed it, so we could relate to her so much. Whenever we were going through something, we could trust her not to tell anybody. And whenever we would never know when she was going through something, and she was always so bright, and we're gonna miss her so much.
Thank you for always being with me, Miss Montgomery, when I joined the school, in upper school. During COVID-19, it was a really hard time, but you helped me work through it. And you helped all of these students, even when we were caught in trouble and very, very deep trouble. You always helped us out. You always helped us recover. You always helped us sort things out. Thank you for everything. We will really miss you.
Thank you for being always by my side, Miss Montgomery. Ever since 5th grade, you've always been there to help me and all the students around me. And I always remember the time that you just showed me pictures of me when I was younger in 5th grade in the little car thing that we did. It was really fun with you, and we'll all miss you.
Thank you, Ms. Montgomery, for helping me from the beginning of the year and throughout the year. You're really supportive for all of the students when there are difficult times, and thank you for your support.
Miss Montgomery was always one of those teachers that always sacrificed herself for others. She always put her students and other teachers and human beings in front of her. She always wanted to offer help, and she did that by choosing to be the middle school counselor as well as working as the science teacher, because she saw how many students were in discomfort and how many were stressed, having family problems at home maybe, and a lot of different problems in their lives. And she always had helped me, because I was one of those students that wasn't really sad or anything, but I never had my head straight and did my work properly. So this year she took me into her classroom for more extra help, and I got all my grades up and everything. And we will miss you, Miss Montgomery, and thank you so much.
Hi everyone. Tonda is not just a colleague. She is a good friend of mine. She treats me like a sister. Tonda, if you are listening, this is my message for you. I can't explain how much I really miss you. You are an inspiration to the whole world. You were full of faith, courage, and strength. We wish you farewell in your journey to eternity. You never forgotten. Rest in peace. I love you, Miss Tonda.
I met Tonda on the plane from Chicago to Qatar 5 years ago. We saw each other and we're like, gems. And our friendship started from there. And we've been in the same science department. And Tonda wasn't perfect, and none of us are, but she knew that. And that's what made her such a good school counselor and such a good friend. We'll miss her, and we love her.
Tonda, the first time I met you was in grade 5, and ever since, for the past 4 years, our friendship's been something very special to me. Thank you for all the wonderful lessons. Thank you for all the moments that you shared with me, and all the time you gave me when I was going through my own stuff, and I can't thank you enough for that. Whenever I see bees and whenever I see sunflowers, I will always remember you. Thank you so much for your beautiful friendship.
Hey Tonda, I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's weird not having you here, especially in the morning times, not seeing you out there with us, but you are with us in our hearts. No one really dies legacy-wise if we keep them, talked about, if we keep them remembered, keep them honored, and that's what we're gonna do for you. For you and your family, to let everyone know just how valuable you were as a person and also as a professional. We love you. Rest in power, always. Once a Raptor, always a Raptor. Mark, anything you want to say?
Yeah, I hope you would have seen in the video some of the things that we've tried to do to pay tribute and respect to Tonda. You might have seen it in some of our messages that we put out, but as Justin said, we kept asking everybody what Tonda's favorite color was, and and everybody said Tonda just liked everything big and bold and bright. And so the goal today was to dress as brightly as we could. We had a bunch of different ideas and suggestions from kids and from staff, so we tried to honor all of those. We had a memorial wall, but Tonda's too big to fit on one wall, right? So that's spread across about 4 different walls now. There's a book that students and teachers and parents could write in to write messages to Tonda. And then there's another book and a box where folks could put messages together for Tonda's family that we'll send to them. As I said in the sort of close of my last message, Tonda, I just hope that you would have enjoyed and approved everything that we've done over the last week. And I know that Tonda would have wanted us to all just keep supporting each other in the days ahead. And I think, in honor of her memory, that's what we need to do. And I guess I just end by saying, as others have, that rest in peace, my friend. I promise you will not be forgotten.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The last thing we want to do before we close out the memorial live stream is show a couple of the comments that we have, from past colleagues, current friends, family, students. I want to show some things on the screen, and then you'll see that'll pop up. That'll also give more information, more insight on who Tonda was. So first one is Miss Jamie. You will be dearly missed, Miss Tonda. Right. Next one, we'll go down to Melissa Smith. Rest in peace, Tonda. Zainab, I'm so sorry. Miss Paula, may her soul rest in peace. Elena, one of the students here. So here we go. Another here. I think this is a student as well, pretty sure. Then from Miss Seema, she's one of the most nicest, genuine persons. Rest in peace, Tonda. Then another former colleague, Miss Rosalind. I remember Tonda as a person who brought people together. She wanted to see everyone happy. She continued to check in on me after I left Qatar. I love her for that. Respect. Delwyn, all of us will miss Mr. Montgomery. Rest in peace. So going through some more here. So beautiful sentiments, gentlemen. She'll always be with us. Another former colleague here as well. Beautiful soul, gave so much to us. She remains a beacon of hope forever in our hearts. Tonda always reminded people that they matter and count. Miss Mia in the missions, gone too soon, may you rest in peace. Such a beautiful person, genuine soul. Miss Bielby, one of the kindest, friendliest, and most genuine teachers. Yeah, I agree. Ray of sunshine, wherever she went. Definitely. Exuberance is the word I use as well. I agree with you, Rebecca, on that one. For sure. For sure. Mr. Gregory. So Kindness Day, Black History Month, Mental Health Awareness Day. This is very true. These events were some of the first of its kind at our school because of Miss Tonda. A lot of it was, right? And also Nikisha, Miss Thomas helped out as well. But these events, again, they have her stamp on it. A lot of these events. So definitely. Thank you, Mr. Gregory. Miss Linda, such a beautiful soul. Most definitely. Most definitely. Derek, wonderful woman, wonderful spirit. Miss Laura, I agree with her as well. She always checked in on her friends. That's a fact. Random stuff too. Stuff that you thought you forgot. She would remember, and she would also send that, and say, just send this through. Have a good day. That was her, for sure. So Elena said, did she have kids? Yes, she did have kids. Yes. All right. Miss Laura, yes, so grateful for getting the chance to grow closer to her this year. Cling to the conversations we had, and the beauty and peace will always stick with me. Indeed. Indeed. Mr. Cox, what a bright and loving soul. We'll do our best to keep your vibes and positivity going. That's a fact. Absolutely. Miss Jamie again. Her incredible energy will always be unmatched. Thank you for spreading your kindness everywhere you went. Indeed. Miss Alicia, yes, good to see you. I worked with Tonda during my time. She was a great teammate in person. She always had an open ear and encouraged me to live life to the fullest. Miss Dorsa, Tonda will be missed so much by everyone. May she rest in peace. One of the great persons I know. Fact. It's a fact. Mr. Shaban, rest in peace. We will always remember you. Samia, may her soul rest in peace, always be remembered. Miss Rosalind again, good to see you as well. On the bus from Park Lane to school, she would send me songs on Thursday mornings. One of her favorite was Living My Best Life by Smile. It's a good song. It's a good song. Cordelia, I think, hold on, here we go. Cordelia, thanks so much for sharing your memories and love of Miss Tonda, my sister and best friend. Respect, respect. So Tonda loved to dance and fill the hallways with music. When she learned our kids didn't know Whitney Houston, she had us continuously play, I Want to Dance with Somebody. You got to know Whitney Houston now. You got to know. All right. Thank you, Rosalind, for that. Appreciate it. It wasn't easy. As a student myself, a good morning every day has always been amazing from her. Not many people realize her importance toward the school and the impact she had. That's a fact. 110% agree with you on that one. That's what I missed the most as well. I hear me having a little bit of internet difficulties, but Miss Nikisha says she'll forever be in our hearts. Definitely. This is a good one. This is Ayan. She felt like my mother. Facts. She was my work mother. She felt like my mother at work. That's a fact. She made the school very joyful. And the last one that I read, in the short time I got to know her, she made such a profound impact on me. I'm so grateful for the chance to know her. She will be deeply missed. Definitely. Can't even give too many, it's not enough roses to give her, to be honest with you. Not enough. All right. So looks like we are going to end on that note. We have to go to now memorial at school. But I want to say thank you to everyone that showed up today and showed their love in the chats, coming on, and checking out the live stream memorial. We really do appreciate it. It hasn't been easy for Mark and myself to do this today. We had to talk about this multiple times, how we're going to compose ourselves on screen. But you made it easy for us. It was great. You made us smile with these the chats and the comments that you left. Mark, anything you want to say as a parting message?
Just my thoughts and prayers out to her family and friends out there. Thank you for lending us Tonda for the time that she was here.
Absolutely.
She will be greatly missed by us, and I can't imagine how much by you. So thank you and God bless.
Thank you, everyone. Rest in power, Tonda.